Hello again, Gooners. That thing that flashed in front of your very eyes was my hand. I was trying to wave hello, but it doesn't seem to work. Anyway, I shouldn't rattle around too much, should I? Because this is the Euro 2012 preview on the Loose Cannon. I'm the Loose Cannon. I've been called much worse things, so I decided to name myself that. I hope no one minds. I've got my little black book out. Last time I talked about Russia, the second game of Euro 2012 and their game against the Czech Republic. I'm predicting Rosicky probably will be too sick to play, or, you know, he's not got sick in his name for nothing. And I expect the Russians to win the tournament. 20-1 you can get on that. I've predicted how they're going to make it. It's going to be a tall order, I've got to say, but I really think they'll do it. And they're certainly good value at 20-1 anyway. And then Poland against the Greeks. I've got Poland to draw that game. That's a 9-4. So I win 225 with a quid bet. And if the Russians beat the Czechs, you get £1.10 for a £1 bet. And an extra 20 quid if they win the tournament, if you follow my example. And I wouldn't necessarily recommend that. So anyway, moving on. The following day, on Saturday the 9th, we've got an exciting game. Denmark, it's Bentner for Arsenal fans, versus Robin van Persie and his Holland team. Van Persie's going to play on the opposite wing to Robin, which is good news because the pair don't seem to get on that well, judging by what I found out the other day. And Huntelaar will be up front, Schneider in midfield with Van Bommel and possibly Strootman. Van der Wiel, who has been linked to Arsenal by me, I think. He's going to play right back. Stekelenburg in goal. It's a pretty strong team. For Denmark, they've got Eriksen, who's been linked to us, and I think it's a very tenuous link to us. He's in the middle of midfield. He's supposed to be their best player. Rommedahl, the aging right winger, was good on his day, but probably past his sell-by date. That's why they're 80-1 to win the tournament. The Dutch 13-2. So, got to fancy the Dutch. I'm backing them. I win 53p if they actually win that game. So, big deal. I could retire on that. Well, I think if you want a scoreline, I'll give you 2-1, but don't back scorelines is my advice. Another game I think could finish 2-1. I'll come to now, and that's Germany, also in Group B, against Portugal, the team that Arsene Wenger fancies to do well in the tournament. Well, the bookies don't fancy them that much. They're 18-1 as far as the bookies are concerned, Portugal. They've got Ronaldo. And they've got Ronaldo and Ronaldo and Ronaldo. If they had a team of Ronaldos, it would probably win it. But the rest of the team's not bad. They've got Veloso, who I've linked with Arsenal many times in the past and wished he'd join us. It never happened. They've got Nani, obviously a very talented player in his own right. Mireles of Chelsea. Moutinho, another player I think I've linked to Arsenal in the past. But I don't know. I'm not so sure about their defence, if it's that strong. So I don't really see them progressing in what is a very tough group. I see Holland finishing top, Germany second, Portugal third, Denmark fourth. That's how I'm seeing it anyway. And obviously we want Germany to do well. We've got Podolski in there wearing number 10, Mertesacker number 17 playing at the back. And Ozil, obviously an excellent player of Real Madrid. They've got a very strong team, and Neuer in goal. They're not gonna be anyone's mugs. So I'm gonna win 90p if they manage to win that game. And like I said, go for a 2-1 result. 2-1 results are pretty safe from a gambling perspective. Not that I'm encouraging you to gamble or anything. Let's make that perfectly clear. Well, the following day, on Sunday the 10th, we've got Spain taking on Italy. And as Trapattoni said, never underestimate Italy. However, there are a lot of problems in their squad at the moment. Well, purely because of the match fixing scandal, I suppose. And Balotelli, what kind of Balotelli's going to turn up? He could set the game on fire, or he could set the hotel on fire. I think I read that in the Times today. So, varying my reading for once. Anyway, he's likely to start if he's fit. There'll be Pirlo playing, Cassano. I'm not underestimating them at all, and they're 14-1 with the bookies to win the tournament. But against Spain, I think they will come unstuck and lose it 2-1 because Spain simply are the best team. The FIFA rank them as the best, and for good reason. Obviously, the World Cup winners and holding the holders of Euro 2008. But like I said, I've got this funny feeling they might relinquish their crown thanks to Arshavin and Russia. But anyway, they'll probably start with Torres up front. Iniesta will play. Silva of Manchester City. Ramos, Piqué at the back, and Casillas, the captain, in goal. Anyway, I only win 72p if they win that game. And 2-1, I'd go for a 2-1 result there. Well, moving on to the next game on the day, the evening kickoff, which kicks off 7:45. We're looking here at Ireland, and obviously the Brit inside of us wants Ireland to win. Obviously, they're not part of the UK, but still part of the British Isles, aren't they? So we should support them. But I've gone for the draw here in their game against the Croats. Modric, he's he's not our favourite player, is he? But he's wearing the number 10. I'm not sure he's going to play in his favoured position exactly. According to some of the stuff I've been reading, he might be playing further to the right than he likes. Corluka, or Chorluka, some people call him, another ex-Spurs player, or a player, sorry, I should say, with a Spurs connection, because Modric isn't ex-Spurs just yet. Pletikosa in goal. He's been linked with Arsenal, I think. Not saying I did that one. And anyway, they're 50-1 to win the tournament, Croatia, so don't really fancy them much. Bilic, a good manager though. A lot of people said that Bilic should manage Arsenal. Totally disagree with that, but that's just me. Looking at the Ireland team, they've got free agents in their squad. Got Damien Duff, who was a great player back in the day. Robbie Keane, obviously the kind of player we've never liked as well, purely because of his Spurs connection, but he's a good player and scored a lot of goals for Ireland. And Doyle up front, they could be a handful. I don't think they're going to be a walkover by any means, not with Trapattoni managing them. But I think they'll start off with a draw in the tournament, as will England the following day. A 1-1 on both games will finish 1-1. I think England's opening game against France. I think France are a stronger team than England, I have to say, but I think England will manage a draw against them. Looks like Downing will probably play on the left if he's fit, and I think it will be a very solid looking England, but no Arsenal players on show, unfortunately, in my opinion. I don't think Theo will make the cut, and I don't think Oxlade-Chamberlain will either. I think Hodgson will go for safety first, and so he's going to have a midfield of Milner on the right, Downing on the left, Parker and Gerrard in the middle, Young supporting Carroll up front. That's how I'm seeing it. And as I said, I think we'll get a 1-1 draw against France. They've got a very talented team. They seem to be coming into form at the right time. Ribéry's back on form and on song. Nasri, obviously a real handful. I know he's not the most popular guy at Arsenal, but he's a good player, let's face it. Benzema, excellent. Malouda, I mean, look at those players they've got going forward. I think all we can hope for is that they make some clangers in defence, and there's no guarantee that will happen. Evra's obviously a very good player. Mexes, a player who's been heavily linked to Arsenal in the past, and I just think they're coming into form. But at the same time, I think England have put on a good show for that first game at least. But I'm not backing them to win the tournament of 14-1, and neither are many punters, because the odds are going down on England winning it. 10-1 is the odds you get on France. Looking at the next game, in Group D, the evening kickoff is Sweden, of course, against Ukraine, managed by Oleg Blokhin, who's a very famous, legendary Ukrainian footballer. How will this one go? I've got it as a draw as well. Really sitting on the fence, aren't I? But I think if you're gonna win money, and not many people do gambling, you're best going for draws, particularly in opening games, because as I said, they're very cagey, generally speaking. After that, I think we'll start seeing a bit more adventurous play. But I think a 1-1 draw, that's what I've got down. So I'm going to win £2.10 on that, if it is a 1-1 draw, and I will win the same on England and the Ireland game, £2.25. So it gets better all the time. All those obvious wins, I'm winning peanuts. So there you go. That's how I'm seeing it. I will now tell you how Russia are going to win the tournament. You'll be quite surprised. But anyway, France and England to qualify from Group D in that order. Holland and Germany to qualify from Group B. And then I've got Spain and Italy in that order to qualify from Group C. And who have I got from the other group? Let me see. Russia and Poland in that order. So if that indeed happens, we are left with this schedule. Russia will then play Germany, and Holland will play Poland. So then I've got Russia, Holland, semi-final, Russia to squeeze past Holland. That's the tall order. Then Spain to take on England, Italy to take on France. Spain beat England to take on France, who beat Italy. And then it's a Spain-Russia final. So there you go. It's possible. If Russia are going to do it, they've got to beat Germany, I reckon, Holland, and then Spain. So there you go. Is it possible? Who knows? I'm not too sure. But for now, I'd like to say Happy Euro 2012 to you.